G'day, we're here with Geoffrey Hill from Antipodes. This is an interesting race ahead of us, isn't it, Geoffrey?
Yeah, it looks as though it's going to be slow on the way out, and untidy like it was last time. But as we look at the wind, it looks as though we're going to get 25, 30 knots tomorrow.
And that's going to suit you guys a bit, isn't it?
As long as the TPs don't plane, we'll do well.
Yeah. Pretty light boat for its size, though, the 72.
No, it's very heavy.
Is it?
It's
Really?
2 tonne.
Oh, right, okay, I got that one wrong. So tell us a little bit about, this is an ongoing piece of your campaign. You've done a couple of Hobarts lately.
Yeah, this is the start of the next Hobart campaign for us.
Right.
We'll do the Mackay race, and then we'll do Airlie, and then we'll bring the boat back and do some of the blue, not all of the Blue Water series, and then we'll take the boat to Hobart.
Cool. And much the same sort of Hobart crew?
Yes, very similar.
Okay. And any work done on the boat lately?
No, not too much at all. We took it over to Noakes. They charged me a fortune, but on the other hand, they did a good job.
Well, that's great. So we'll leave you to it because you're going to be a busy man for the next few hours. But thanks very much for your time.
Okay,
We'll go for a wander.
much.
Thank you very much, Geoffrey. Okay, let's go for a bit of a wander. Excuse us. So what do we got? Whisper in the background. Looks like they're having a bit of a briefing over there, so we might go and chat to them when they're done with that. Let's just walk down, see if we can catch Seb before he gets on the boat, and have a quick chat with him. Seb Bohm. Seb, can we just interrupt you for one moment? Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
How's things?
Yeah, really well, thanks.
Good.
Really well.
So, an interesting race in front of us here.
I know, it's looking very fast, very quick. A bit slow at the start. It'll be, I think getting over the harbour and across, towards Port Stephens, and that'll be where the race is.
Really takes off.
Yeah, definitely. But,
could suit you a bit, couldn't it, actually? Because it could be slow at the other end for the faster guys.
Yeah, well, looks like the smaller boats will be in a fair bit of breeze. We're hoping we sort of stay in front of most of the worst of it, but I think we'll still be getting some pretty high top speeds and things probably tonight and tomorrow, I think, yeah.
And much of a seaway building? Some of it looks quite heavy in the next day or two.
Yeah, I think when it goes around to the southwest, the sea will build up, but when it's this westerly, it should be nice and flat, and hopefully we'll just cruise along with a JT up and it'll be nice and comfortable, hopefully.
Very nice, and for once, not many TP52s.
No, we're going to be hopefully out the front, fingers crossed, of the TP fleet, but it's going to be still competitive, and I think it could be a smaller boat race because of that extra breeze that they might get, but we'll see.
Be interesting to see. Well, you've been going very well lately, so all the best for the race.
Thanks very
catch
much.
you later. All right,
Thanks.
We'll wander on, have a word with a few more folk. Thanks, Seb. Hey, how are you? Brett, so here we go, we've got Brett here. Brett's going to give us a bit of a heads up. What's going on with this race, Brett? What have we got in front of us?
It looks quite tricky. I think everyone knows it's at the moment now, it's absolutely glass off out there, and we're not too far away from a start, I guess. We're a couple of hours away. But it's all looking good late tonight, so just a matter of getting between now and late tonight, I guess. But I've just been chatting to our Smuggler rivals over there, finding out what sales they've got.
A bit of spying.
Yeah, well, they're good mates of ours. They're all old tow truck boys on there, so they're quite happy to tell us what they think. But
now, tow truck would have liked the conditions down here, wouldn't
saying it's a tow truck year, of course.
For those that don't recall the tow truck, it was a 33-footer, was it?
Well, it was a Mum 30.
Mum 30, that's right. Mum 30, that's right. Green as I recall.
All boats are always green.
Yeah, and it was super fast. So yes, that would be reveling.
We did some great sou'easter, southerlies, sou'wester races in that boat where we had some huge fun, and I think we won 2 Malula bars when they were both fresh southerlies. So it would have been great.
It's going to be exciting even for the small boats here. So we'll see how we go.
I was just talking to Wendy Tuck before, and she's 2 up in a figure 03.
Yeah.
And they'll get the full brunt of the 30, probably, during the day, middle of the day, Sunday. They'll be sitting right in the thick of it.
Yeah, well, she was posted on Facebook the other day. Excited? You bet. So she's going to have plenty on with Andrea Davey there as well. We'll go and have a chat with them in a moment.
Exactly. And some of those two-handed boats are going to have so much on tomorrow. They'll be in the thick of it, which would be great to see.
Yeah. Cool.
Here for.
All right, thanks.
No problem, Crosbie.
Go well. Righty-ho. So that's the Brett going with the Koa boys and girls. Who else have we got here? Really quite a mixed fleet. Not too many of the old vets, interestingly. Katwinchar, the oldest by a country mile, 1904. If you have a look at you should have a look at the list of the yachts. Its design is a Watney. So for those of you who are not Poms like me, Watney is a very old school brewery in London, around in the 19th century, I think, probably. And the boat was built by the keg makers at the brewery for the boss, who was a sailor. Beautiful little boat and got a very long history. Won't go into all of that, but found its way here in the 1950s got co-opted into going to Hobart on a race there. If you wonder what that CYC 8 number is on there, that was given to them because they didn't have a sale number. And then Bill Barry-Cotter found the boat in a shocking condition, and or a friend of his did, and they managed to revive it, and it looks absolutely stunning. We'll see that in a moment. So that's the sort of the retro classic in that end. And then a lot of the Benettos, of course, as we always would expect to find along the way. And as we said, J99s. The JPKs, they are really getting to be very popular in Europe. We'll be hopefully talking in a moment to Jiang Lin and Jan Scholten about those boats, because they are super fast for two-handers. Good old Wild Oats here. Always think of Roger Hickman in the days when he used to sail that. We saw that stern of that boat way too many times when we were racing against her in the 90s. What have we got? So we're working our way down to Katwinchar, so we'll have a quick look at her on the way through. And then we're going to probably just go and see if we can have a chat with a couple of the two-handers round the corner here. Wendy Tuck and Andrea Davey, maybe Jiang Lin, and hopefully to the Currawong team. Here we go. So here's the beautiful Maritimo Katwincheer, and here's our crew. Look at this. Oh, we've even got the PRO with them. Hey Dennis, nice to see you. Before we chat to these guys, what do you make of this race and this weather?
I think it'll be a quick ride.
Yeah.
Once we get out of the heads,
Yeah.
and by I don't know, midnight tonight, I think it'll be kites up or pulled out headsails actually, probably, and just go for it. Hang on to it.
And a bit of a seaway running too after a while.
Quite a big seaway. They
Yeah.
talk about it further up the coast, up to 5 metres. So
Right.
good surfing.
Where would you pick in the fleet, do you think, for a possible IRC here, seeing these conditions? What sort of priority?
Look, I think it'll favour the big boats
Right, okay.
because they'll just scoot away.
Yeah, yeah,
So URM
Yep.
maybe.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait and see. Cool.
And these guys here
These
might.
guys are going to have fun and games.
Well, they'll have a blowhome, so that might help.
That's true. Cool. We might have a word with them. Thanks, Dennis. Speezy, and I'm sorry, I don't know your Peter. G'day, Peter. What's this looking like for you on Katwinchar?
Race is probably going to be a little bit too quick for the bigger boats because it's time on time.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
And a two-hander on Katwinchar. Peter, how are you finding this?
I find this will be no problem. It's a nice, comfortable, small boat two-handed. It's the bigger boats two-handed that I've been worried about.
She's got quite low freeboard, but she's good in the seaway, isn't she, Speezy?
Yeah, it's wet, but
Yeah.
it's very wet, but it is good.
Yeah, great. And any work done to the boat lately or not?
Moving it, because the last time the boat race was 2019 Rolex Sydney Hobart race, where it was a catch, so we didn't put the mizzen in for two-handed. We pulled the wheel out.
Oh gosh, I've only just noticed. Yeah.
Pulled the wheel out, built a tiller for it,
Right,
so we
okay.
could be more ergonomically friendly around the cockpit, because the wheels sort of lock you in the after side of the boat.
Okay.
Just a few little things, but certainly there'll be a list a mile long after this race, because this is our first real hit out.
Good. Well done. Well, go well, guys. Very nice to see the boat. Always looks absolutely immaculate. And all the best for the race. We'll carry on with the dock walk. Should we just keep going? Yeah, why not? So you look to your left. This is the spread of the yachts. And we're going to see if we can get hold of Kathy Veel and her crew, Beth Higgs on Currawong. A big sentimental favourite in the fleet. The heroic welcome they got in Hobart was so extraordinary. A couple of years back there. And so, sorry. Oh, I beg your pardon. We're going one too early there. So there's Currawong in the background. So you can just begin to see the snouts of the really faster two-handers, the European models. The interesting one, which we'll see in a moment, is the Figaro 3, which Wendy Tuck is on. Has got side foils come out the side of the deck, and that's that's actually giving them lift as well as speed, obviously displacement and so on. removing displacement. But it's interesting to look at a small boat with wings on the side, and they're not DSS, they are actually proper foils, so they have downturns now. Kathy, can you spare us a minute? We just wanted to have a very quick word before you go. Live interviews, that's right. So here's Currawong, the gorgeous Currawong. And Kathy raced to Hobart with Bridget Cannon, but you've got Beth Higgins with you this time, is that right?
That's right.
Hello, Beth. Nice to meet you. Crosbie and Dale from Bagcaddy Media. Right, so very briefly, because you're going to be busy, tell us about what's ahead of you.
It's a pretty fast race. Our weather outer is showing us getting there in under 3 days, which is pretty amazing. So, and we're really glad we're in a tough little boat, because it's going to get a little bit heavy out there, I think, at times. Yeah. We're hoping that we can stay ahead of the worst of it, though, and we're looking forward to having a great race and really looking forward to sailing together.
Good. Well, there's going to be, as usual, a very strong following for Currawong, as always is. 2 birds to Hobart. And all of that goes with that. Have you done anything different to the boat to get it ready?
I've had the rig checked over, because that was what the main reason for our retirement from Hobart. And a few little tweaks and creature comforts have been improved, but not much different.
We've got our secret weapon.
Got the secret
Our
weapon?
secret
Oh,
weapon.
what's the secret weapon?
I can't tell you that it's not a secret.
Well, we will doubtless see your secret weapon at some point, or it'll be revealed.
Well, it's mainly we can run square. So, spreaders aren't sweatbacks.
Oh, sorry.
we think that we can run a bit deeper and sail a bit deeper than other boats, and hopefully sail fewer miles because of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just going to be a matter of how brave we can be and how fast we're prepared to go.
Well, you seem to execute a very sort of nice balance of feisty and pragmatic, as far as I can see in this race. So we'll wish you all the best for the race. Is this part of the campaign towards Hobart, sort of getting to it, or are you doing that? Not this year. Okay, good. Give yourself a rest.
Yes.
Enjoy it on Boxing Day. Go well.
Put family first.
Look forward to seeing you on the tracker. See you guys.
Thanks,
And up
Jim.
there too.
Thanks, Dave.
Bye. Righto, so that was lovely to see the guys there. We're going to just keep walking up to Intiy, the Figaro 3. See if we can see Wendy and... Oh, and also we're probably going to see if we can have a quick word with Jan Shelton and Jiang Lin, if they are around here. So here are the Sunfasts, 3300. So you may, any of you who are watching any of our Hobart coverage will recall that we spoke to the Irish lads that took Lee Condell's boat down to Hobart, Cinnamon Girls, and did pretty well, really, in all things considered. They are really quick boats, very light. You'll see that snub bow you can sort of see on the other side, so that's really where almost the scow shapes are coming now in a lot of these Figaro boats, and the Class 40s and so forth are all getting really flat bows. So, and there's Blue Planet, one of the two-handers. Good to see them here. And then that's a J99, and then there's another J99 here. In Verite, you can see just by the cockpit layout how clean and simple they are. Everything falls to hand. Broad open cockpit, life raft in the middle. You can sort of step over that one, but that's not too bad. Big thing with two-handing, of course, is just all the prep time. So these guys are busy, so I'm going to see if we can talk to them while they're working. So, Wendy, I know you're busy. Keep working while we talk to you. How are you going?
I'm just pretending I'm doing something. We're very excited. We're about to leave. We're all ready.
Righto. Okay, cool.
Excited, and we thought,
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Sorry.
come up, Andrea.
Yes, Andrea, if you wouldn't mind just...
She's actually working.
Oh, is she? Okay, that's fine. Well, we can talk to her.
Come
So,
up, Andrea, though.
so this is a...
Andrea. Just come up for 2 seconds.
Just literally, we won't bother you.
Yeah, just for 2 seconds.
So this is a bit of a different ride for you.
It is. Yes, it is a very different ride. I'm very excited. It's going to be very quick. So a new two-handed team. So, and Mark, who just jumped downstairs, is the very kind owner who's
very
starting Project Pathway. So
Good. And Andrea, this must be great sailing with Wendy.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting.
Tell us a little bit about your background in sailing, because not many people may know that.
Yeah, it's been mostly skiffs. Yeah, a lot of skiff sailing, and just got into the double-handed offshore stuff earlier this year.
Right.
So,
Good.
yeah.
And what's the biggest challenges for you?
Oh, I think the conditions look a little testing, but no, they should be really fun. I think probably just getting into the routine with Wendy and learning how each other operate.
And she'll also tell you about her expression about the slangery. She's doubtless talked to you a lot about knowing about slangery, yeah?
I've mentioned it once, you've never forgotten it. Yeah, slangery is when you're sleepy, angry, hungry. So you don't know if you want to sleep, eat, and you're angry because of those two reasons. You don't know what to do. So it's not just, it's slangery.
Well, we're going to leave you to it. We're going to be interested to see how your fours go, but I reckon you'll be using them a bit.
I think they're out, they stay so yes.
Exactly. So all the best for the race. We'll keep an eye on things, and hope to see you up there. We'll be there. All right. Well done, guys. Catch you later. Righto. So nice to talk to the guys there. I think we might take a short break here. What else have we got? Where's Min River? She's round the other side, isn't she? Or has she gone already? I think she's gone.